Hi, Texas. I'm CBS 19 Chief Meteorologist Brett Anthony. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. We're going to start you off by looking at the bus stop forecast in the morning. Maybe a sweatshirt out the door. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s, right around 66 degrees. Cloudy with some sprinkles at recess, 76. Warm and breezy headed home. Temperatures in the lower 80s. So not a bad day. Probably not as rainy as Tuesday turned out to be, but it will be windy. We'll have some strong southerly wind gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Sustained winds tomorrow anywhere from about 13 to 17 miles an hour throughout the day. And as we take a look then at the humidity heading into Wednesday, it does start to crank up here. It'll start to feel more humid Wednesday and Thursday. And then we have a cold front coming through, and that cold front will slice that humidity. And as we have that transition between the drier air and the humid air right in here, we've got thunderstorms in the forecast. But they'll clear out, and Saturday looks like it will be a very nice day. In fact, the weekend looks really nice. Here's the overall weather pattern setup as we head into the rest of the week. We got the big area of low pressure out over the northern Rockies and the northern plains. High pressure anchored over the southeastern part of the United States. That high is feeding humidity into East Texas. The big deep low helping to stir up some very strong winds aloft, especially over Oklahoma, up into Missouri and into Illinois. Right in this zone here, we may have the best what we call lift, or air above the ground starting to pull that air off the ground. That creates a rising motion in the atmosphere that can create strong updrafts, which can start to turn, and then you've got the potential there for large hail, damaging winds, and also the potential for tornadoes. So Thursday and Friday in East Texas may turn out to feature at least some chances for severe weather. So we got to keep an eye on that, as that means end of the week rain and thunder here in parts of East Texas. Rain chances, not much of a chance Wednesday, but Thursday we bump that up to an 80% chance of rain. Friday, that's a 60% chance of rain. Saturday and Sunday, the rain chances are nil. And then Monday and Tuesday, we're looking at some rain chances coming back with a 30% chance of rain on Monday and a 40% chance of rain returning for the day on Tuesday. So it does look like rain will be likely Thursday. I would say Friday, if we see any showers and thunderstorms, they're likely going to be probably in the vicinity over deep East Texas and not so much over much of the other areas. I think anywhere near Interstate 20, any areas close to Interstate 30 will likely stay dry, and that best rain chance will then, of course, fall over deep East Texas, and it should clear out by Friday night, leaving us with a dry weekend. All right, here's future skycast. We'll start this off at 11 o'clock on tonight on Tuesday, and we'll go forward through time. We've got mostly clear skies. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s at that time. Clouds increase Wednesday morning. You can see these little showers that kind of lift through here from time to time. Wednesday at 2 o'clock, for instance, there might even be a stray rumble of thunder, but temperatures should be into the lower 80s tomorrow afternoon. Dying complex of thunderstorms out to the northwest Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Thursday, we start to increase the moisture across the area. Then we get into a line of showers and thunderstorms where these arrows are meeting here. That's the convergence line, or the cold front. And so we have warm southerly winds out ahead of that, drier, cool winds coming in from the northwest, and that zone from Mount Pleasant to Mineola through Athens, all the way back down to Waco, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Now, that starts at 4 o'clock. We'll step you through time by 7 o'clock. So in the space of about 3 hours, these thunderstorms are forecast to cover quite a bit of distance. Because of that, a damaging wind threat on the leading edge of those thunderstorms would certainly be there. Anywhere into these darker red areas that we're seeing, that potentially could be a larger hailstone, bigger than maybe quarters. So large hail, damaging wind threat on Thursday. Anytime we have a line of showers and thunderstorms and we have some southwesterly winds out ahead of that, any cell that can get going out ahead of the line has the potential to rotate. Also, right along the leading edge of the line, sometimes we can have little embedded spin ups. So certainly something to watch at this time. It does cool down behind that front, temperatures falling into the mid 60s by Friday morning. Eyeing this area out here, this may be another wave of energy that moves into deep East Texas. You can see we still have southerly winds over deep East Texas with more of a northerly wind component closer to Interstate 20. So this zone may fire up again Friday late morning into the early to mid-afternoon before those showers and thunderstorms move out. So Friday could offer up a chance for showers and thunderstorms. All right, rainfall outlook over the next 7 days. Let's skip ahead here to Thursday, and we'll show you Thursday's rainfall. And again, that's where most of it falls. anywhere from about 3/4 of an inch to maybe 1.5 inches in those darker purple areas to 1.75 inches. And then as we head into the weekend, Friday and Saturday, we're not picking up as much, and most of that is south and east of Tyler. So additionally, we'll add a couple of inches or maybe 1/10 of an inch to that. So the totals over the next 7 days run from 1/2 inch upwards to close to 2 to 2.5 inches here over near closer to the Arklatex. Most of East Texas, though, and this is really good to see, about a 1 3/4 inch rainfall total out of that. We've fallen a little bit behind for the year and for the spring season at some of our climate sites. So getting more rainfall out of this, if we can avoid a majority of severe weather, this will certainly help to recharge the soil. Right now, the current drought index, and again, this was released last Thursday, the new data is being assessed today, and this new drought index will be released on Thursday. It may creep and grow a little bit to the east as we haven't had much rain over the last 7 days. But currently, the way things stand, we have just 2 counties in abnormally dry conditions. Rainfall reports going back to March 1st. You'll notice that Tyler is just under 6 inches of rainfall for the since March 1st. Compare that to average, it's a little bit ahead. For the year, though, now behind. Longview's had 6.5 inches of rainfall since March 1st, and believe it or not, that's a little bit behind. But for the year, it remains about 1.25 inches ahead. Lufkin, almost 9.5 inches of rainfall ahead for both the spring season and for 2023. All right, let's take a look at overnight temperatures tonight. We'll go with partly to mostly cloudy skies, so it'll be warmer, breezy, more humid. Overnight lows in the lower 60s, 60 at Mount Pleasant, 62 at Pittsburgh, and 61 over in parts of Cass County. Marion and Harrison County, we should see temperatures in the low 60s. Likewise at Longview, 63 degrees, Henderson 62 and cloudy, Jacksonville cloudy 62 degrees, Athens cloudy and 62, and Mineola cloudy and 62 degrees. And over deep East Texas, mostly cloudy skies. Temperatures at Nacogdoches by tomorrow morning into the lower 60s, Lufkin around 60, Hemphill and Center down to 59 degrees, while Crockett and Groveton are right around 61. Hour by hour forecast for Wednesday, again, just a 20% chance of rain Wednesday. High temperature in the lower 80s, right around 82 degrees. Looking at our northern counties, 82 at Mount Pleasant, 82 also at Pittsburgh, Gilmer and Mineola into the lower 80s, 82 at Tyler and Longview, 85 at Henderson, and over in Carthage and over deep East Texas, temperatures also in the mid 80s, 83 at Nacogdoches, 82 at Crockett. Here's your Bill Scott White Texas Spine Joint Hospital 10-day forecast. So it remains warm and muggy through Thursday with a period of thunderstorms late afternoon into the evening. Then thunderstorms possible on Friday. Saturday, it's clearing out. Sunday looks fantastic. Some evening showers possible Monday, and that'll set us up for some unsettled weather next Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with rain and thunderstorm chances on each and every day. Thanks for watching CBS 19 Plus. Have a great night.